And breaking news, we have so many people are making millions from these stocks. I guess that all depends on when the market is, right? Is the market closed? Because these two just go at it. Is the market open? They all just shut up. What is this? And ladies and gentlemen, boys and squirrels, the United States stock market just did something that we have not seen since the Y2K, which someone said, hey, Y2K wants their hair back. Really? Jeremy _69? The 2000.com crash, bottom.
And is this the next .com bubble? I think the first one is really good. And it's like the hype cycle looks familiar.
Or maybe bubble that then recovers, but we will look at that. We currently have 24 stocks that are making up 50% of the entire S&P value. And just for context, that pop that we talked about, the Y2K, the 2000 thing, there was 24. Scratch that, 32. See, there's 24 now. There was 32 then. We have become even more concentrated. And what happens in that said concentration camp is when one goes, they all go.
15%, two stocks. Does that worry you? It certainly does. When we think about portfolio construction, we want to make sure that we have a diversified portfolio.
If you're invested in a fund that follows the S&P 500, about 40% of your money is effectively tied to the performance of just 10 companies.
I think you're diversified by owning the S&P 500, but you're not as diversified as you think you are, right?
Right now, these tech stocks that you probably hold, I don't know, you trading or you just retailing it? You have NVIDIA, you have Apple, you have Microsoft, you have, let's see if I can remember them, Amazon, you have Alphabet. Those are the big hitters. Or if you were to take those big hitters, you could take 10 of them. That's like your whole market. Somewhere between 36 and 42%, depends on which analyst you're talking to.
37% of the S&P 500 is the market cap is made up of the top 10 companies. So that,
I mean, right now, just NVIDIA, or however you want to pronounce it. NVIDIA, or is it NVIDIA? Between 7 and 8%.
Now more than 7% of the S&P 500. That means that one company now carries as much sway in the S&P as the bottom 224 stocks combined.
That's a lot. Now, when you look at what is happening with the Asian markets, just in case you weren't watching, everyone's pouring all their money, or they have been. It went up, okay? We're going to use 4 fingers. Within like a week, they just lost a finger. So my investor friends, you could even take the semiconductor. If you think like, man, this is going to be the play forever, that's almost 20%. 20% of the S&P 500. Tradable symbol SPY. If you want to get hit with big taxes, you trade SPY. I wouldn't trade futures, trade options. Scratch the futures, taxable benefit. Look it up. I teach about it. And semiconductors, back in the day, they were just 5%. Now almost 20. It's a big difference. You're like, what is that? What's the stock? Well, you can do that weird name, which is like missing vowels, NVIDIA. You got MU, so trade those. You know how I just said trade those? Don't buy and hold. And right now the market is offsides again. U.S. stock market is becoming very lopsided. So, again, like Asia, be careful. I mean, there is good reasons for Japan to be selling off. Again, offsides, that's just what happens. But right now, Japan is in trouble. It's not like, oh, their economy's slow. No, their economy is stopped. They are currently doing everything humanly possible to save their currency. and it's not working. Well, it works for a minute, like today. It just, oh, okay, wait, no, then we go back. I know some of you might be saying, well, how is Japan my problem? Japan is your problem. You know the game Monopoly? I'll use this with Japan, and I've talked about this on my macro channel, Follow the Money, but the job as us as humans is to own the board, collect rent, stack assets, and then at the end of the game, which you're currently in, if you're like, I'm not playing this game, sorry, you're in a debt-based system, you are playing. You are on this board, and you don't play it, you could actually sit there. The one who loses is the one who collects money. The one who wins is the one who collects assets, stocks, by buying and selling and then collecting property that they're not going to take from you. But again, Japan did the complete opposite. For decades, Japan's biggest pension funds, the gigantic pools of money they were supposed to use to take care of the Japanese retirees, kind of like, hey, I paid into Social Security. What you do with it? We got a few more years left, and that will be the question. But in Japan, they're like, well, what are we going to do with this money? There's no growth here in Japan. Let's buy America. I get it. No growth, no returns. Why stay? What they did is they took their yen and converted it to dollars. Bought U.S. assets. They bought treasuries. They bought stocks. They maybe own the place next to your military base. Right now, it's getting a little weird and a little complicated because Japan's trying to kind of unwind this. Japan's central bank is like, you know what? We're going to fix this stuff going on by raising interest rates. Higher rates attract investors. Now there is more demand for yen. Yen gets stronger, except the complete opposite happens. And the yen keeps falling. Now you're like, well, why? Because now Japan's bond market is unstable, which gave now the pension funds, which everyone is waiting for, even more reason to take their money out, which means more yen selling, which means weaker yen. Medicine actually made the patient sicker. I got to do a whole video on this, even though I just kind of gave it to you. Key takeaway in all this is we have trouble everywhere. And now we're lopsided, and we're concentrated, and we're seeing reports. The S&P 500 metric, I feel like I'm in the matrix, just surpassed the dot-com bubble peak, this is what I told you at the beginning, but thank you, Paul. Also, here's the cool thing with knowing all this news and all the macro about companies is it maybe adds 2%. Like in yesterday's video, Pop the Confetti, I was talking about SpaceX. Go all in, buy the deal, whatever. Right? It's now the bottom. People don't know. Are we catching a falling knife? Is it the bottom? Well, let me just tell you about the float, right? There's so much short interest on this company. Well, that's why it's going down. Not necessarily. That's why it's probably going to pop. History often punishes the short sellers too much. You're too confident. That's why I am get in, rob the bank, get out. Even take things like oil, right? That was a great time to get in, get out. And now it's you get in, get out again. But you got to get out. Otherwise, you're getting in, and then you see it blow off like gold, silver. Look at that, and then it comes right back down. Wish I would have taken some profit and then bought more. If you're into that, our assets, these are never gonna go away. So if you want to collect those, fine. Just collect them low. Don't collect them high. Oil, collect oil low, sell high. Don't get caught off with news articles or stories. SpaceX stock breaks below its IPO price. So I don't know what that means. What I want you to do is take every single company, every single chart, and even the time. This is on the daily. This is crude oil, and trade it this way. This was your swing trade. You see this? Like everyone that got in here, it went all the way up here, and then it went back down there. I don't know. Shoot. I guess I should have made money. You didn't, and people will wait years. 789 comes on. This was such a great swing trade up. You can exit there, but it broke. That's fine. It'll find support, go higher. You can get in again. What I really want to do on this channel, I want to take the course that I have. I am almost done filming step by step. So what you see on this channel is also going to be here. It's like a supportive thing forever. Also, if you want the cheapest it will ever be, $2.99. I'm done filming, it goes to $3.99. So you start here. I'm always trading the NASDAQ in the morning. It's like going fishing. You catch some baby whales and move on. I also take positions. I open lots of positions, and I bull market watch list, market go up, make money there, and options watch list. I love options. I trade futures. When you're done with futures in the morning, you come over here and you're like, okay, what am I setting up? And you click it and you forget it. And that thing's $50. It's locked. Lock it in. That's it. You don't have to worry about it. Every morning we trade this. By the way, the NASDAQ, this is on the daily. It has a diamond. I showed you yesterday. I said it's going to break down. It's going to come up and retest. It's currently retesting the 9. If it breaks from that, we get to go retest the 200, which 100% of the time, it 100% hits the 200. Okay, so now I'm going to teach you how to make oodles of money. So get ready. Thinking cap on. It is so pathetically easy. I do this every morning. Here we go. See how it's kind of grayed out? Again, you learn about how to do all this. How do you do I want the dots to look like, I want this. What's the Bravo kit? Okay, just follow me. Market opened. I actually went long. Why? Because you got out of I call this the no-no zone. That is above the 200. I went long there, even though it was the first candle. I felt really good about it. Yesterday, it was one of those 1 out of 10 days. Dumpster fire at the beginning. Lost money. My student lost money. He usually pulls in this. This was the day before. This was not yet. This was Monday? Tuesday, no good. Monday, it was like taking candy from a baby, $2,000. You need to understand that some days you take one for the team. Today went like this, okay? Open above the 200. Yeah, I'm going to go long. And it went up. Great. I was thinking we're going to pull back. We're going to have a red. I'm telling you, this is exactly what I did. I had a buy order set. You click here and you click buy. You can just wait for it and click the blue button. I had it set. It triggered it. It ran. Digits kept going up. You can add, see this one, you can go 2, 3, more contracts, more money. Not know how to trade, lose money. Came up here, it consolidated. Green, red, green, go long right here, up. At point after that break, it hit a trend line. You don't see it on this one, but it goes back. I was done for the day. If you were to have traded this just with one contract, which I trade more. Just your main areas, cherry picking, you could keep green, red, green, go long right there, and you keep going, right? Same thing. For me, you're too overextended. It comes back down and it revisits the 200. Let me measure this and tell you roughly what you would have made. This is on one contract of NQ1, and if you're like, well, I don't have that kind of money. It's just, you could drop down a level. And one is 2,150. Keep playing this game all day long. Oh, look, it's a bull flag. This is all fine and dandy, but you have to be able to see things like patterns. See, I could put in a short right there. Why is that? That's a rising wedge. That is a high probability it's going to break down. Now you can come back and watch this video and go, dang it, how does he know this? So I'm going to mention something I've never mentioned in my entire life before. It is in the course. I actually never even provided a link, but I do have students that do this because they're like, I am very limited on money. Personally thinks you need to start business, sell bobblehead dolls, or this is fine, and then take that money and click buttons. But if you guys want, because I've seen it play out over and over, and they take their payments out, they trade. It's a prop firm. Use them. It's called Take Profit Trader. You have to pass a test to show them that you know how to trade, and then they fund the account, and you go through it. They say, we fund future traders, but I keep trying to find like, okay, Bravo, I have a problem. Okay, I have a solution. Now I would prefer, again, you start your business, you have extra money, you trade that extra money, but I've seen it work for others, so there you have it. Yeah, so many people make so much money from this stock and that stock, but at the end of the day, you got to click buttons. Because I'm pretty sure at some point people told you SIVB was a great buy at $1 and then $2 and then went all the way up to $300 and then I short it and then it went back to $0. Actually, this was in my watch list. I said short it at 301. It's now 0. Your account you're traveling the world right now. I probably should be. I got very bored of that. So here I am with an iPhone camera. You about diamonds and how they break and how we can make our digits go up. Even if you don't have it. Look at that. I killed it again. And with that, I'll see you in the next trade.